Friends, Namaskar. Today I present to you the life story of Sabita Devi, who was born in 1914 and died in 1965. She is estimated to be one of the prominent leading ladies of the pioneering era of Indian cinema, along with Mehta, Bibbo, Durga Khote, Gohar, Devika Rani, and Sita Devi. A Jewish by birth, she changed her name to find acceptability in Hindi cinema like the other Anglo-Indian and Jewish actresses of her time. Slochna was Ruby Mayer, Sita Devi was Renee Smith, Madhuri Devi was Barry Chisen, and Manorama was Erin Daniel. After initially working with British Dominion Films Limited, Calcutta, she shifted to Bombay and performed mainly in films produced by Sagar Movie Toll, with her co-star in most films being Motilal. Some of the popular films with Motilal were Dr. Madhurika in 1935 and Kulvadu in 1937, directed by Sarvottam Badami. Their first film together was शहर के शहर का जादू in 1934, which was also Motilal's debut film, and then Lagna Bandhan in 1936, both directed by Kali Prasad Ghosh. She acted in Silver King in 1935 with Motilal. It was an action film directed by C.M. Luther, which became a huge success. Counted as one of the top three female artists of her time, in 1938 she was the third highest paid actress after Sulochana and Gohar, drawing a salary of rupees 3,000 per month. Classic writers like K.M. Munshi and Ramlal Vasantlal were commissioned to write stories for her films with elaborate sets and special pre-release publicity. One of the top directors of the time she worked with doing social genre films was Sarvottam Badami. She formed her own production company, Sudama Pictures, in collaboration with Sarvottam Badami, along with the assistance of Ranjit Studios. From 1935 to 1943, Sabita acted in 15 films, all directed by Badami. Some of her comedy films she acted in, like Aapki Marzi in 1939 and Ladies Only in 1939, turned out to be big box office successes. Her first film, Kamnar Agun, Flames of the Flesh, was produced by British Dominion Films Limited, Calcutta in 1930. It was directed by Dinesh Ranian Das and co-starred Dhirendranath Ganguly, Devki Bose, Romala Devi, and Radharani. The film was a semi-historical version of the Queen of Chittor, Rani Padmini, committing Johar to evade the enemy forces. In 1931, Savita acted in Aparadhi, The Culprit, a social written and directed by Devki Bose, starring P.S.C. Barua, Bhanu Banerjee, Tinkoy Chakravarti, Keshav Narayan Das, Ram Pyari, and Rose. It was a silent film made under the banner of Barua Films Limited, Calcutta. The other silent films from the time include Take Ki Na Hai, What Money Cannot Do, 1931, was directed by Dhirendranath Ganguly and modeled by British Dominion Films Limited, Calcutta. It starred Dhirendranath Ganguly, P.C. Barua, and Radharani. Kantadhar, Diamond Necklace in 1939 was directed by Kali Prasad Ghosh for Indian Cinema Arts Calcutta and starred Durga Prasad Banerjee, Rajhans, and Renubala. Maraner Pare, after the death in 1931, directed by A.K. Roy, for which Dominion Films Limited Calcutta, and co-starred Dhirendranath Ganguly from Gupta, Hem Gupta, Radharani, and Kalidas. Bhagya Lakshmi, Wife's Destiny in 1932, directed by Kaliprasad Ghosh, with co-star P.C. Barua, Durgadas Banerjee, Kshitish Roy Chaudhary, Uma Shashi, Biren Ghosh, and produced by Indian Cinema Arts, Calcutta. In 1933, she was cast in a religious film, Radha Krishna, directed by Priyanath Ganguly and Tulsi Lahiri. Her co-stars were Dheeraj Bhattacharya, Indubala, Amar Chaudhary, and Kamla Jharia. An East India Film Company production. It had music by Sundardas Bhatia's Shahar Ka Jadoo in 1934 was a debut acting film for Devi Motilal and was written and directed by Kali Prasad Ghosh. The main stars in this social work Sabita Kumar, Sabita Devi, K.C. J, Miss Gaur, and Tarabai. The film was produced by Sagar Movie Tour. She then acted in Ezra Mees Farzadeh, him also called Phantom of the Hills, an action drama film. The film stars Sabita with Jaya Merchant, Yakub, Nymphaly, produced by Sagar. The music was composed by S.P. Rane. Grey Lakshmi, Educated Wife in 1934, was an early woman-centric film and was a remake of the earlier silent film Bhanale Bhamani in 1927, directed by Sarvottam Badami. It was produced by Sagar and had music by S.P. Rane. Her co-stars were Jay Merchant, Yakub, K.C. Day, and Lalita Dewalkar. Her last film in 1934 was Chandragupta, directed by A.R. Kardar and starring Gul Ahmed, Hamid, Nazir, Mazhar Khan, and Dheeraj Bhattacharya. Produced by East India Film Company. It had music by K.C. Day. From 1935 to 1953, she acted in over 15 films, all directed by Sarvottam Badami, with the exception of Silver King, cited as one of the best stunt films of the time. It was directed by C.M. Luther and starred Motilal with music by Pramanshu Nayak. Badami and Sabita left Sagar Movietone to form Sudama Pictures in association with Ranjit Pictures. In 1935, Sabita acted in Badami's film based on K.M. Munshi's story, Vengeance is Mine. It co-starred Kumar, Yakub, Sitara Devi, and Mehboob Khan in a small role. Music director, music was Aspirane in Dr. Madhurika. She played an emancipated doctor opposite Motilal with music by Pramanshuk Nayak and Ashok Ghosh. Some of the other successful films in the 1930s include Gramakanya in 1936, Kokila in 1937, written by Ramanlal Vasant Desai, Kulvadu in 1937, 300 Din Ke Baad, also called 300 Days and After 1939, a modern romantic film drama in which Savita's acting received a positive critic from Baburao Patel as an artist of great caliber in a light-hearted, a portrait of a difficult role. And then she easily takes away all the laurels for acting. Ladies Only was a 1939 comedy film directed by Badami and starred Bibbo, Prabhadevi and Sabita, playing three girls from different states of India, all in love with the hero played by Surendra. This was the last comedy film Badami made for Sagar Movietone before he left them film after this film to form Sudama Pictures. Sabita acted in next comedy film directed by Badami, this time for Sudama Pictures. Aapki Marzi in 1939 was based on the MGM produced Edward Buzzell directed film Paradise for Three, 1938. The music direction was by Gyan Dutt and starred Motilal as the crossword puzzle winner who falls in love with Sabita's character Sajni was one of the first socially relevant films that Badami made for Sudama Pictures. It starred Samita with Prithviraj Kapoor and Sneha Prabha Pradhan. Chungari in 1940, a romantic melodrama from Sudama Productions with director Sarvottam Badami and co-starred Prithviraj Kapoor. Uh, Bombay Ka Sair, also called Holiday in Bombay, in 1941 was directed by Badami for Sudama Productions and co-starred Sobna Shamarth and Arun. The film was reportedly creating new box office records at the Imperial Cinema when it was re-released in 1947. She starred in Sarai Ke Bahar, also known as Inkla, which is stated to be the only film directed by the famous Urdu writer Krishan Chandra. Thanks for watching. Bye.